Well, Sunday's here again. Welcome to you all. For some of you, you might have started half term. For some of us, it's the last week until half term, which we're all looking forward to. Well, this Sunday, we're looking at the story of Lazarus. Do you know what it's about, the story? Well, let's find out. Who loves emojis? I know I do, but there's so many of them. Do you know what these emojis are? Happy, sad, surprised, shocked? What makes you happy? I know for me, being with my family, enjoying a meal, having time off work, that's what makes me happy. What about sad? Unkind words make me sad. What about for you? What makes you sad? If I asked you to draw a sad face, I wonder what yours would look like. Now for me, remember, I'm not a very good drawer, but I try my best. For me, a sad face is literally just one that might look like that with a simple tear. That might be it, just a simple, sad face. For a happy face, it might be a simple face with a big, cheeky smile. Something as clear as that. I wonder what yours are. Now, today's story has a lot of emotions in it. I want you to look out for them. The story, it's set in Bethany. I'll give you a clue. Bethany is in Judea. What I want you to do is to go and get your maps out. Go and get your atlases out and try and find Bethany on it. If you can't find it, go on Google and have a look and try and find out a bit about Bethany and where it is. Now, for our story today, it's from John chapter 11, verses 1 to 42. Let's have a watch.
God's story, Lazarus. So part of God's story is about how Jesus brought a man back to life. And it goes like this. Jesus had 3 really good friends, Mary, Martha, and their brother Lazarus. One day, Lazarus got really sick. He was so sick that he might die. Mary and Martha knew the only one who could heal Lazarus was Jesus. So they sent someone to find him. They found Jesus traveling and telling people about God. Now, you might think that Jesus would rush to heal his friend, but instead of leaving right away, Jesus stayed where he was for 2 more days. See, Jesus knew something no one else knew. Lazarus had died, but Jesus was going to bring him back to life so that they would believe that Jesus really was the Son of God. When Jesus finally got to Lazarus' house, Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. Mary and Martha were heartbroken. Martha said, "Jesus, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask." Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." Martha didn't understand at first. What Jesus meant was that he would actually bring Lazarus back to life here on earth. Jesus was saying, because he's the Son of God, he's more powerful than death. After that, Martha's sister Mary ran to Jesus and fell at his feet. "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her crying, he was so sad. In fact, when Jesus came to the tomb where Lazarus was buried, he cried too. His friend, who he loved so much, was dead. Kids, have you ever felt sad because of something that happened to you or someone you cared about? Just like us, Jesus felt pain and sadness because of what happened to his friend. Then, Jesus told some people to roll away the big, heavy stone in front of the tomb. He looked up and prayed, "Father, I know that you always hear me." Then he called out in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out!" And then Lazarus walked out. This man who had been dead for 4 days was now standing in front of everyone, walking and talking and alive. The people were amazed. You see, Jesus knew all along that he could bring Lazarus back to life. Jesus wanted people to see who he was, the Son of God. He wanted people to see God's greatness, that God could do anything, even bring someone back from the dead. And Jesus was about to do something even more incredible. He himself was about to die for us, be buried in a tomb for 3 days, and then come back to life. And he did it to rescue us from all of our pain, sadness, and wrong choices. And when we believe in him, we get to be a part of God's family forever. And that's the story of Lazarus. So, in case you missed it, here's the quick version. Jesus' friend Lazarus got sick. Lazarus died. His sisters were really sad. Jesus was sad too. Jesus brought Lazarus back to life. Later, Jesus died. He came back to life too. And he was able to do it all because he's God's son. And that's a part of God's story.
Now, I usually ask questions for the children, but today I thought it'd be a bit different. I thought we'd ask a question for you children to ask your parents. Now, the question's going to be online, so you can rewind it back if you don't catch what I'm saying. Okay, but here it goes. Even though Martha was sad that her brother was gone, she still believed he would be given new life after death. What do you think heaven looks like? So ask your parents, what do they think heaven looks like? You may want to have a think as well. You might want to draw it. Okay, but ask your parents, what do they think heaven looks like? Now the challenge, because you always know Kirsty likes a challenge. What is the shortest verse in the Bible? Well, the shortest verse in the Bible is actually from the one that we've just heard this morning, and it is in John chapter 11, but it's actually from verse 35, and it is Jesus wept. So if you want to go to your Bibles, find John 11 verse 35, and you'll find that it says Jesus wept, and that is the shortest verse in the Bible. For our prayers this week, I want you to use the attached sheet which is online, which is all about emojis. Okay, and if you look at the different emojis, I want you to pray for someone who knows who is sad and ask for God to comfort them. Thank God for your family and people who love you. Pray for someone who is hurt and ask God to help them get better. Thank God for giving you friends and people who make you laugh. Ask God to help you forgive someone who makes you angry. Praise God for the beautiful world has made all around us. Pray for someone who is sick and ask God for them to help them better. And thank God for giving you clothes to wear and a place to live. And the craft activity this week is I want you to make a gingerbread person or a biscuit out of biscuit dough, and to think of Lazarus and decorate the biscuit however you like, and you can either eat it yourself or you can give it to a friend or you can give it to a family, and you can take a picture and you can send it in to us. So lots of things there for you to have a go at during the week. Have a great half term and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.